Welcome back to the DouglasCountyDigest.com High School Varsity Football Game of the Week. Alongside Alan Patton, this is Jerry Girardi. We're at Ruskier Field at Villa Grove, where the home team Blue Devils with a commanding 21-0 lead over the East Central Panthers.
Jerry, in the first quarter, East Central ran the ball 10 times for a total of 8 yards. They have 13 yards passing, so only 21 yards of total offense.
3rd and 24, the pass is complete to Cole Board, and Cole Board to about the 25 as we start playing the second quarter, and the Panthers still ways away from the first down. It'll be 4th down and about 9 to go as they need to get to that 34 to keep the drive alive, and it's going to be a punting situation. DJ Robertson will be in punt formation. And that's a high snap, and Robertson fields it nicely, gets it away. Austin Hubbard is back deep to receive, watches it roll, and it's going to roll and be down by the Panthers at about the 28-yard line. DJ Robertson's punting, perhaps the lone bright spot.
I've got him for 47 yards on that punt. So that's the best of the night. He had 39 the last time. And Villa Grove gets it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
John Henderson, number 6, quarterback for the Villa Grove Blue Devils.
Villa Grove with over 140 yards rushing in the first quarter, plus a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Frick in motion. Henderson is going to keep it. And there he goes. 40, 50, 45 into the 43 of East Central.
Well, that puts Henderson over the 100-yard mark for the football game.
29 yards there.
122. He rolled out to the left side like he was going to pass and cut up field and got some running room up the middle.
He's going to pass it this time, and it's dropped. Incomplete. And you're looking for Gabe Palmer on the far side, number 34, 2nd down and 10.
Gabe Palmer has been coming on the last few games as a pass receiver. I think he's caught 6 passes for 75 yards, and that came against four of those catches came against Cerro Gordo, 2 last week against Tri-County.
Hand off to Terrian Price here on 2nd and 10. He gets across the 40. About the 39.
J.J. Keski tripped him up. Ball at the 39.
3rd and 6 for the Blue Devils. Noah Palmer split out to the right side, number 4. Shane Frick.
Look like the Palmer boys have the wide receiver spots nailed down right now. Noah to the right, Gabe to the left.
And Henderson to keep it. And he falls on the pile there to about the 37-yard line.
He rode that ball into the stomach, the midsection of his running back, and at the last second pulled it out. And that gave East Central time to converge and make a stop. They're going to go for it on 4th down and about 5. Henderson looks to the right to pass, rolls left, throws it. It's complete to Hubbard. He's got the 1st down, still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 10-yard line.
Dalton Maiden, number 14 for East Central, looked like he was going to make a nice play in the backfield, but he lost his footing there, and that gave Henderson all times of time and room to throw and make the connection and convert on 4th down. And so the Blue Devils at the 14-yard line of East Central.
Oh, a
1st and 10.
24-yard pass play.
Henderson rolls, throws, end zone, incomplete. Looking for Hubbard. Good coverage there downfield by DJ Robertson. 2nd and 10.
Henderson 2 of 4 for 50 yards and a touchdown. Going to be 2nd down and 10, the ball at the 14.
9:33 left in the first half. 21-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. And Coach Musselman Company giving the play from the sideline on this side. Frick in motion. Here is Henderson. He faked the handoff and he gets inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. About 5 to go.
Gain of 5, 3rd and 5 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils go without a huddle. They look to the play for sidelines for plays to be signaled in, and now we've got a whistle. And a timeout is called by Villa Grove. That's their 2nd timeout of the first half.
Comes with 9:04 to play in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to talk it over here. And I'll tell you, John Henderson, we mentioned his good running abilities there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, John Henderson has, I think, eight rushing touchdowns this year.
9 is
nine. Okay, 9. Okay.
9 was what I have.
All right, we'll go with that. And then
of course, you don't believe everything you read.
Oh,
So.
well, that's a good reputable publication there. So, but
gonna look and see if 3, 4, 5. I've got 8. So I don't know.
I'll go.
We'll miss some. We missed it. Somebody missed one somewhere or got one too many, but that's okay.
Regardless, still, I'll tell you, I'll tell you, when you get a quarterback like Henderson, you don't know what he's going to do. Hand off, run, throw. He
averages almost a 1st down every time he carries the football. So he's doing something right.
Villa Grove is 5 yards from a 1st down on 3rd down. Henderson on the roll and throw, and Frick just couldn't quite haul it in there. He had it hit his fingertips there, just couldn't make the grab there. 4th and 5 for the Blue Devils, and we'll see what happens here. Will they stay on offense or will they convert to special teams? And
no, they're going to go for it.
8:58 left in the first half.
Noah Palmer comes in kind of in tight on the right side. Now Frick, kind of a wing back to the right. Hubbard wing back to the left, and Price the lone setback. Looks like Terrion Price gets it, but he's going to be stopped. Well, let's see.
I think he's going to be just shy there. He's going to be.
Yeah. It's over on the far side of the field. Can't see the sticks on the far side. Looks like it's at the 7. So he got 2, but he needed 5. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for East Central at their own 7-yard line. This is about the worst field position they've had in the football game to start an offensive possession with.
8:52 left in the first half.
Panther send a wide receiver off to the right side.
Dalton Manda, number 14, is on this side.
And we've got movement. And
another
encroachment.
Yep.
Encroachment against Villa Grove. That's 5 penalties for 30 yards.
Is that their 3rd procedure on defense?
At least 2, I know.
Mm-hmm. Because there was one that resulted in a 1st down for the
Panthers yeah.
there.
Villa Grove pinning the ears back, I'm sure, on defense, ready to rush the quarterback. Up 3 scores, you know. East Central's been throwing the ball a lot.
Tyler Price launching it, and it's incomplete. Looking to make the connection to Max Daly, and Austin Hubbard was right there with him on defense.
Price is 2 of 6 for 26 yards. Both of his completions have been for 13 yards. One to number 14, Dalton Mannon. One to number 47, Cole Board. Cole Board kind of looks like the old Cowboys runner, Robert Newhouse. Was he the human bowling ball?
Slightly before my time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Although I do like NFL films, and this is DJ Robertson getting the call and getting across the 15.
We're going to say the 17. But Cold Board, well, let's see. They're going to be about a yard short. Going to be 3rd down and 1. The ball at the
16 and a half.
Well,
We're at the 16, a little beyond the 16 there. Wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Price calls his own number here, just on the short yardage play here.
he's under center, which is, well, I think it happened early in the ball game, and they were having trouble making the connection between center and the quarterback. That Price took the ball himself, and he got a 1st down. Out to the, let's see, we're going to say the 19. So a gain of a couple for Price. That's the 4th 1st down for East Central. Only the first time that Price has carried for positive yardage in the ball game. He's got minus 19 yards on 4 carries. Once again, Price under center. And I don't know if he juggled the snap or not, but looked like it was. Well, he just there goes that 2 yards he gained. So going to be 2nd down and 12. Ball back at the 17-yard-line. So.
Well, I remember the old Dallas Cowboys, though. They pre-snap on the offensive line, they'd pick themselves up and go.
Well, they had a running back. I think it was Robert Newhouse. He was kind of stocky, built short to the ground. That's what Cole Board reminds me of. I think they called him the human bowling ball.
And it's Price.
Here's Keski. No, I think that's Keski, 44, going up the middle. And he got the 2 that they lost and a couple more. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Ball is about the 21-yard line.
6 minutes, 35 seconds left, first half. 21-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Price in the shotgun with 2 backs with him. Price takes a snap. And it is incomplete, looking to make the connection there with Dalton Mannon, and it was a nice play defensively there by number 27 of Villa Grove, Stephen Miller.
Jerry, it looked like Dalton Mannon kind of sped up right at the last second when he saw that where the ball was. He didn't look like he was running his route real fast, but then when he saw where it was going, he kind of moved a little quicker, but Miller was there to defend.
Robertson's punt is going to take a bounce, and there's a penalty marker right in the right around midfield there.
Ball dead at the 38, and let's see, there was a flag on the play, and see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, Dalton Mann on that last play there, he not the most smoothest of routes there, but
personal foul against East Central. Flag was thrown at the 49 of Villa Grove. I didn't see what the I was watching the ball. Hubbard was back to cover on the punt, back to receive the punt, and he got away and let it roll. So I didn't see what the penalty was. And it's as I said, it's a personal foul against East Central. The officials kind of sorting things out.
Mm-hmm. Talking to the players.
And let's see. The referee kind of shaking his head. An illegal block against Villa Grove.
Illegal block against Villa Grove is the call.
William Sebenik is our referee. A lot of these referees coming from the Windy City area.
I'm going to say I hope they paid him mileage. Well, now see. East Central's huddling up inside the 20. Villa Grove is lined up, looks like defensively around the 30. The ball is back at the 38 of Villa Grove. And let's see.
Because that's where the ball rolled dead there.
That's where the ball was downed after the punt. Well, we're going to have a... Villa Grove has come over to huddle around on the sideline. East Central still out at about the 20-25 yard line. One of the officials going to go over and explain what's going on. They're going to mark the punt or mark the penalty from the 38.
Interesting.
Back to the 28.
I know there's been a lot of officials controversy in the world of football, and but I think we got it sorted out this time, I think.
So 10-yard penalty, the 6th for Villa Grove for 40 yards. And the Blue Devils, they get going. And
here comes Hubbard. Austin Hubbard is going, gone. Touchdown. 72-yard scamper for Austin Hubbard for the touchdown.
Well, Hubbard says, give me 10 more yards and I'll cover those too. So Hubbard, 72-yard run. That gives him 97 for the football game.
Austin Hubbard had a 44-yard touchdown last week against Tri-County, where they won 52-13. And Austin Hubbard doing his Ryan Pierce imitation there. 72 yards. And here's the extra point. And that one is over the crossbar. Yeah.
It was a line drive, low line drive, just barely in the lower right-hand corner of the uprights.
28-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. And Logan Vollmer, 77, Patrick Dahl, 73, Biono Berg, 56, Wyatt Beasley, 61, and Devin Fedrick, 50. That offensive line has been a solid force and a solid cohesive unit for Chad Musselman and company. Looked like a classic counterplay there. The offensive line was flowing left, and then Hubbard came around to the right, and
yeah, and the defense followed the direction of they followed the flow to the other side of the field.
Sir.
And when Hubbard got through the line, there was really nobody that could catch him, and he was on his way.
5:51 left in the first half, and a 28-0 advantage for the Villa Grove Blue Devils. And here is the ensuing kickoff. And that one looks like it's end zone bound, and it is, and through. And the Panthers will get it at the 20, down by 28. With 5:51 left to play in the first half.
Give you some of the offensive players for East Central. At left tackle, number 53, Jamie Dixon, 5'10", 190-pound senior. Left guard is Brody Cole, 6'2", 320, a sophomore. Center is Stephen Dye, 5'7", 270, a junior. He's number 72. Right guard is number 54, Jacob Coffin, 6 feet, 245, a sophomore. And the right tackle, number 64, Jake Wolf, 5'11", 165, and a senior.
1st and 10 from the 20. And DJ Robertson with the Keski, number 44.
No, I think that was Robertson. That was Robertson.
Took it up the gut there for a 5-yard pickup there. And Robertson is sideline bound, and he's okay. He's just going to sit this play out here.
Dalton Manning comes to the near side. Looks like Daly wide to the right. I formation in behind Tyler Price.
Uh-oh.
And we've got some more movement and encroachment again against Villa Grove. So that's penalty number 7. I think that's the only thing Chad Musselman has to complain about at halftime. Too many penalties. So that's going to be a first down for the Panthers. That's their 5th of the night. And I think a couple of those have come on penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Ball at the 30-yard line. Wide receivers to both sides. Hand off to the tailback. Let's see. Robertson again carrying the football. If they gave him a yard, he ought to send him a thank you note.
And if it's up in the Chicago, it'll be 6066 maybe, one of those zip codes up there.
Yeah.
Cole Beasley 57, 77 Logan Vollmer among the.
We're going to call it 2nd and 9. Be nice to him.
Yeah,
it's been a rough year for the Panthers. They need some good news. Robertson has done a good job. He averages almost 4.5 yards a carry.
Here comes the pass play, and it's incomplete.
In and out of the hands of Cole Board. I'm saying that's at least 4 passes that have been dropped, or at least in and out of the hands of receivers for East Central.
4 minutes, 4 seconds left. First half, a 28-0 advantage in favor of the Blue Devils.
Tyler Price, 2 of 8 passing. Mannon, near side, Daly to the right. Looks like Price is flanked by Craig and Robertson in the backfield. Price gets away from one man and then overthrows Dalton Mannon. Stephen Miller there back to defend.
Good defense downfield and also good defense in the backfield. Villa Grove coming with a 3-man rush. Biono Berg, Jared Derby, and Cole Beasley, the defensive linemen for the Blue Devils, really closing that pocket in a hurry there. And
yeah, Price had to really hurry to throw that, to get that ball away. And he overthrew his receiver that time, so you can't fault Dalton Mannon on that one because, well, they're going to go for it. 4th and 9 at the 31. Here's a pitch to Robertson.
Oh, option play.
He's going to throw it downfield, and it is incomplete.
Got to give him credit there. That was a nice intention there.
Well, the only fault you find with that is you're doing it inside the your own 35-yard line,
Mm-hmm.
and with the way Villa Grove is moving the football, you're just pretty much giving Villa Grove a shot at another score here late or midway through the second quarter.
3:54 left.
Okay, and you're getting, Villa Grove scores, that puts them about a touchdown away from the running clock for the second half.
And fortunately, in that last play and the one before that, no interception, because the one before that was in a very precarious area there. Threw it right in the middle of the field, and back to a Villa Grove offensive play as they take over on downs. Terrion Price.
Price got about 3 on the play. Going to be 2nd and 7. Ball about the 18, we'll say. Or 28. 28, we'll say.
Frick lined up as a wing.
He gets the handoff on the wing back reverse, and he fights for some yardage. He's going to get a first down.
He's going to match his jersey number where it's going to end up, the 14-yard line there.
So a 14-yard gain for Shane Frick. He's carried the ball twice, averaged 16 yards a carry.
He has a rushing touchdown tonight and a receiving touchdown. And in that last play, he fell forward nicely there. And
he's going to get it again. And there's a flag down, thrown in the middle of the line. Frick looked like he got about 8, but they're going to call holding on Villa Grove. So another penalty for the Blue Devils. And that's, you know, if you're coming a week away from the playoffs, that's something you don't want to see are a bunch of penalties like this. And the encroachment calls especially.
Mm-hmm, exactly, and it's...
So 10-yard walk-off, ball goes, let's see, 21, I don't know.
1st and 20 from the 24. They're calling it on the scoreboard.
Okay.
And here's Henderson completing it. And that is Shane Frick on the near side. Or rather, was it Frick? Or was it, oh, the Gay Palmer, I beg your pardon. Palmer was there. 34. I'm going to say Gay Palmer as he was split out to the right. And the ball is at the 15. So a 9-yard pickup there.
Yeah, 2nd and 10.
And here's a pitch out. And here is Hubbard. Hubbard breaks by 1.
Henderson was getting hit as he pitched the ball off. And Hubbard, let's see. A 3rd down, inches. Going to be 3rd down and inches.
Here's Henderson
at the
calling
4.
his number.
Henderson's going to keep it. He got a 1st down.
They're hurrying it up here. They're trying to add to their 28-0 lead.
1st and goal at the 2, I guess.
That's it, right? Yes, that's exactly the case. 2:30 to go, 1st half. Henderson gets the call, gets the play in from Chad Musselman and company. Handoff.
Terrion Price, the head linesman, said he's in.
34-0.
So that's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He doesn't have a lot of yardage. I think he got about 24 and 9 carries, but he's got a couple touchdowns.
2nd straight multiple touchdown game for Terrion Price. As we mentioned, 3 rushing touchdowns last week against the Titans of Tri-County, already with a couple against the Panthers.
Oberg kind of gets some of the mud out of his cleats, give him a little bit better footing on his kick attempts. Henderson, the holder. Low snap. They get it down and good kick. It's up and it is wide to the right. Had some height on it, but
not direction there.
So
2:23 to play. Good. Yes, sir.
Kick was no good, so that makes it 34-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. With a little over 2 minutes to go in the 1st half.
2 rushing touchdowns for Terrion Price. A rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown for Shane Frick. And Austin Hubbard
with a rushing touchdown. Hubbard has 107 yards on just 4 carries. Henderson 130 on 8 carries. Henderson had 130 yards in 12 carries last week. Price had 150. He kind of took the play. He's playing the position that Ryan Pierce normally plays, which is the fullback position. Last week he got the big yardage. Tonight he's not doing much of the he's getting the ball, but he's just not getting the big yards. Nice kickoff.
Spiraling kick. Through the end zone it goes.
That was John Henderson kicking off for the Blue Devils. So, good kickoff for Henderson. Something else he can do.
Yes, indeed.
I don't think they have him playing defense. They've got him over on the sideline, so that gives him a little rest.
Philip Grove with 3 good kickers. You have Henderson, Oberg and Nieto, yes.
I'm sure we'll see Nieto before the night is over.
34-0 Villa Grove. East Central with the ball from their 20, 1st and 10.
Back to the trips formation to the right side. And it looked like Price may have bobbled the snap once again.
And a recovery, we'll give him the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
we think.
They've moved the sticks outside the down marker outside the stick, so I guess we're going to have to say that's a loss of a yard.
Okay.
I think Tyler Price kind of came into the quarterbacking position later in the season, replacing an injury, player with an injury. Cody Hood, a freshman, I think was the starting, or saw some time at quarterback, but Price is, he's playing it right now, and he's been having his struggles holding on to the football after the snap. He keeps the football down. He's going to be dropped back for a loss of about 5 or 6 yards.
Oberg and Vollmer, 56 and 77. Making they were the bread and the Tyler Price sandwich there with a sack and a minute 12 to play in the first half. 3rd and long.
Tyler Price, 7 carries, minus 26 yards. And I think, just from watching the first half, I think they're better off in the shotgun formation because he just has a lot of trouble holding on to the snap from center when he's under center. Of course, he had one skitter through his legs.
Here's a pass play, incomplete, and is looking there for Cole Board.
And he was rushed that time and threw it short. So it's 4th and 15, and I think it's going to be punting time again for DJ Robertson. We'll have to wait and see.
Ball's at the 15. He'll be very close to the goal line.
Yeah.
Or about the 4-yard line. He'll accept the snap from. And Austin Hubbard is back deep to receive.
High snap.
Partially deflected there.
And Villa Grove comes up with the football at about the 20-yard line. So that was Logan Vollmer, I think, was the one that got his hands on the ball. There was a big rush there. 1st and 10, Villa Grove. The ball just inside the 20. We'll call it the 19. Villa Grove with a chance to, well, they're going to call timeout. Nope, this is East Central calling timeout.
37.4 seconds to play in the first half.
So Villa Grove, once again, I think this is might be their best starting field position of the ball game. Field position hasn't been a factor for Villa Grove. They've scored just about everywhere they've been on the field. So
from their own 18, their opponent's 18. Yep. Oh man,
they've been able to score from just about any place on the field. I
want to say Camargo. They're probably Camargo, maybe.
Well, yeah.
Girardi. All right.
Well, Camargo on one end, Philo on the other end.
Yeah.
They've been able to score.
Yeah.
So here comes East Central's defense back on the field.
Villa Grove looking for the magic number 40. That would make it a continuous clock running in that second half for the most part. And Henderson connects with Gabe Palmer for the touchdown. Oh my.
Second touchdown pass of the night for Henderson.
19 yards there.
And Gabe Palmer scores his first receiving touchdown.
His brother Noah got one in our webcast against Crossroads earlier in the season. 40-0, and let's see if Oberg can make it 41-0. Snap, pole, kick. It's all good.
That's one of his better kicks of the night. So that's 41-0 in favor of Villa Grove. And the cheerleaders down below us are going to get their workout. They've been doing jumping jacks for each point they've scored. And so they're up to 41 now. I think I was at a game last year, Cerro Gordo and Martinsville. The score got kind of high, and I don't know if the Cerro Gordo cheerleaders were doing push-ups to start with, but they switched to jumping jacks real fast because the score was up in the 40s or close to 50.
Chad Musselman with 42 victories as a Villa Grove head coach going into this one. 41 points in the first half with 29.6 to play. And Henderson, spiraling spinning kick. Oh, he took a knee, did the return man for East Central.
DJ Robertson was trying to make sure he caught the ball and kind of gave a little bit, and he got his knee down at the 8 or 9 yard line.
I think he's still frazzled from that deflected punt there.
So East Central backed up at its own 8 yard line. Send Dalton Mannon to the left side. Wing back to the right looks like Daly, and they're just going to take a knee. And that's going to end the first half of play. And Villa Grove will take a 41-0 lead into the locker room at the intermission. Villa Grove still on the field waiting for the clock to run out. There's the siren to end the half. So at the end of the first half, Villa Grove well on its way to its 8th victory of the season with a 41-0 lead over the East Central Panthers.
On the DouglasCountyDigest.com High School Varsity Football Game of the Week.